Good evening and welcome to Blue Suede News, Ram Comedy Festival special. This is part 2. Part 1 was last week and it's available on YouTube or Facebook if you want to watch on catch up. And this is part 2. We'll be reviewing the good, the bad and the utterly stupid of the last few weeks. As usual, this is a live show, so if you're watching, please say hello in the comments and comment whenever you want during the show as we are interactive. However, if you're watching this on catch-up, it isn't a live show, so you won't be able to comment. Any comments left can still be read, and we may comment back to you whether we feel like it or not. But welcome to everyone who's watching. Please say hello in the comments, and let's bring on our guests. We have Ishi Khan, Suzy Frost, and George Coppen.
Hello.
Good evening to you all. I'll ask each of you to introduce yourselves. So, Ishi, do you want to go first?
Yeah, sure. I'm Ishi. What else? I love singing to the moon and climbing trees. And I've got my ketchup prepared so I can watch the first part of this.
Fantastic. We've got a couple of people watching, by the way, so I'll just introduce those. We've got Lord Sparkles.
Hello.
We've got more than a couple of people watching. We've got 6 people watching, so if you're watching, please say hello.
Hi,
We've got
Greg.
Denzel DeCresto watching us. Hi, Denzel. Nice of you to
Hi,
join us.
Denzel.
And we've got Katie Does Comedy. Hi, Katie.
Hey, Katie.
So,
My twin.
Suzy, do you want to introduce yourself?
Yeah, Suzy Frost. Hashtag Suzy Frost for Eurovision. Get that trending on Twitter, please. Stand-up comedian from Sheffield. And just here to have a good time.
Thank you very much. And Judge, would you like to introduce yourself?
Well, apparently I am now a song. Yes. But when I'm not a song, I'm an actor, comedian, and I'm currently waiting to hear back from the Harlem Globetrotters.
Thank you very much, George. Shall we start the show and get the first round underway?
What's the story? Morning Glory.
So what story could I start, base the show on this week? Well, it's none other than our friend, the disease that shall not be named. So they're now naming the variants after the Greek alphabet.
Well, I'm very disappointed it's not Coldemort like we suggested.
So, by the way, just before we go any further, the reason why I call it the disease that shall not be named is so I don't get another ban off Facebook.
Here we go.
And,
This old chestnut.
and just further to a conversation I had earlier in the day with George. I will not be making Facebook the Prat of the month because Facebook is actually a Roger Blue Suede News Prat. That's a Prat in perpetuity. Facebook will always be a Prat. As far as I'm concerned, they should never throw me in Facebook jail for a silly satirical joke. So there you go, George.
Prat like 9 times. So are you sure you're not just baiting them to get thrown in Facebook jail again?
They need baiting. They need baiting.
Oh.
So
Aren't you using their platform though, Roger, to stream this?
I'm also using YouTube.
We love you, YouTube. Please don't cancel us.
You're platformerous.
Back to the story. Okay. The variants are now to be named after the Greek letters rather than where they originated to avoid regional stigma. Who brought about this change, you may ask?
Me.
Who brought about this change? The WHO.
Oh.
Okay. Now, the latest variant of concern is the India variant, which is now called Delta.
Well, he missed a bloody trick there. Indian begins with an I. Why is it an iota? Is it not a fucking spell?
Well, it's because they're going with the variants from start, from the start of the variants. So alpha was the first variant. Do you know which variant was the alpha variant?
The lion, the alpha male.
No. It was the
Scunthorpe.
Kent variant.
I thought
Of course.
it might be
Okay.
that one. Yeah.
Any ideas for the
Don't
beta?
mispronounce that.
Any ideas what the beta variant used to be called?
Brazil.
No, that's
Oh.
Gamma.
Oh.
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 Yeah,
So
Ishi.
what's the
South Africa.
what's- Africa? You're right. Beta
Hey.
is the virus formerly known as the African variant. So, and that's how it's going to be. Going to be going ahead. I mean, I've heard there's a wave of cases traveling across South America. It's the Mexican variant.
Yeah.
Cell 5.
So we've got some comments. So let's.
Nope.
Were you in Facebook
Not
jail?
my joke.
Denzel says you never said. You're still streaming this on Facebook. I know I'm still streaming this. I will do until they kick me off.
She's got a point.
It's still referring to the Ganges Delta, says Denzel.
Oh, yes.
And the clue was in the question: who decided this?
Oh, yes. Yes, you're very smart, Lord Sparkles.
I thought we meant Doctor Who.
Now,
That was where my brain went.
one thing I've got to say is that one of the running themes of this show is I've always talked about the borders and how
The
you
board
stop
dwarfs.
variants. No, not the board dwarf, the borders. And the way you stop variants coming into this country that originated out of this country is not let them across your border. I mean, for example, back in episode 13, there were actually 105 cases of the African variant, which means 94 of them were linked to foreign travel.
Tell you something, sis,
Why
you have
haven't we
aged
closed the
well.
border? Why are we not closing the border until the 15th of February? And why are we only closing it to 33 countries? Right?
Well-
So that's what I said back in February. Robert Jenrick, which happens to be the the housing secretary, was asked about this earlier today on BBC Breakfast, and let's see what he said.
Taking and the caution, why do you not bring in immediately the quarantine rules for anyone arriving from Portugal?
Well, we think it's sensible to give people a period of time to return home to the UK. As I say, they've got until Tuesday to do so. That's designed to help people to come back in an orderly manner, to not see scenes at airports where people are crowded together. There are risks involved in creating that sort of situation. But we have taken a cautious approach by taking Portugal off the green list, putting it back onto the amber list. And I think that's the right thing to do to protect the public.
They're taking it off the list on Tuesday. They are now putting on extra aircraft to fly people back from Portugal to England before they move it from green to amber. And Portugal has got a variant of concern that's known as the Nepal, or whatever it is, variant, I believe.
He
So,
seemed to like that though, that bloke. Because did you see how he licked his lips at the start of that? He was like, dirty bugger, dirty bugger.
So-
Yeah, I have to say I'm bowled over by his statement, but more importantly, I'm bowled over by the hairstyle of the guy in the studio. What the hell is that?
He looks like the lion from Wizard of Oz.
I know, right?
Let's have another look.
Look at that mane.
Oh, yeah.
Oh,
And of course, they can't change it to amber yet, Roger, because look at his tie. It won't match his tie. His amber tie won't turn up till it's in dry cleaning right now, so it's not going to turn up till Tuesday. You know.
and then it's going to have shrunk to one of them tiny ones.
All right. I'll just say one more sentence on this, right?
Oh, sorry. Did
We're a frigging island. If there's an area of concern with variants, Close the frigging borders now.
Yeah, fuck off, expats. You've made your choice. Piss off.
But
It's not rocket science, is it? It's
when you're showing those variants earlier. I'm looking forward to the Psy one because everyone's just going to be doing Gangnam Style down the street. That'll be the Psy variant. I didn't get how far you got on. I thought, no, I'm making that joke. Whatever. Also, Roger, do you want your shirt back? I realise I've nicked your shirt.
Well, I'll tell you what. Here's the variants. I mean, when it gets to the eye one, I won't give one iota about that.
Hey.
Get out.
Also, I didn't realise Lambda. So I used to go to like an acting school and they called them Lambda exams. And I was like, did they just make up a word? I never knew that it was actually a word.
That's like a curry, the Lambda variant.
Yeah, Lambda Pasanda.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm hungry now.
I read the one at the bottom, the one I read it's Phil then, that middle bottom.
Phil.
I thought, is that the Phil variant?
Alpha, beta, gamma, delta, Phil. And Terry.
Phil and Dave.
They're gonna be like the when we come up with a variant for like all the gammon heads, they were like, oh, football. It's the Phil and Terry variant.
So
the Neil. Nigel. It's the Nigel.
Not the Nigel.
So
Denzel.
Dear.
Give him a rim shot. He loves it.
Yeah.
And a badum-tish.
Nice one, Lord Sparkles. He thinks the M variant is an anti-hero in James Bond.
Oh,
So,
yeah. Okay, it took me a minute to get that one.
All right. Shall we move on to the next round?
We can
No.
do.
Faking it.
Ooh, that voice.
Who was that sexy voice? Ooh,
Good, Roger.
got the chills.
In this round, I'll give each of my guests a story. And all they have to do is work out whether it's a factual story or whether it's fake news. Now, I'm just wondering who to go to first. Shall we go to Suzy Frost first?
Yeah.
Would you like the first story, Suzy?
Yeah, I would. I'll set the tone.
Fail.
Probably.
Go on, George. Do it.
Don't watch news.
Firefighters were called to free a woman who had got her tongue stuck in a letterbox. Firefighters had to be called to Bedford after Lauren Bell, 28, got a tongue trapped in a letterbox. It took firefighters approximately 25 minutes to free the Bedford resident.
Oh my word.
Were they ringing the doorbell that no one was home?
Hello. Did she have an overbite? Because there's that thing, you know, when you've got an overbite saying, "Oh, she could eat an apple through a letterbox." What the fuck was she doing? Like, do we have info on what the fuck she was trying to do?
She refused to say what she was doing to get her tongue trapped in a
Oh,
letterbox.
glory hole! It's a letterbox glory hole.
Oh.
I mean,
If
do you think this was prearranged? If this was a letterbox glory hole, she just turned up like, huh?
Yeah, it wasn't
Anyone
yellow to begin with.
Yeah.
Just chancing it.
If this is fake, then Roger, we're worried about you because you've taken a photo of a woman next to a door.
So,
I mean-
Suzy, fact or fake?
Bedford. Bedford, Bedford, Bedford.
When I'm playing these games, I always go with like if I want it to be true, and I really want this to be true. Because what a fucking idiot! But also, what a fucking spoilsport! Like you don't do dumb shit like that, and then not tell us what the fuck you were doing. That's just mean. I need to know. And the things that I'm going to come up with in my head are probably even worse than what she was actually doing at the time. So yeah, I'm gonna go true. I'm gonna go true.
You're going to go true.
I
Let's
really
see
want
whether
it to
you're
be
right
true.
or not. Amazing.
He's from. What's going on in your brain?
Dangerous question.
Oh, Roger, have you been to Bedford? Roger.
I've been to Bedford, yes.
Is this based on a real experience? Like, are people sticking tongs through your letterbox?
Was it you,
and
Roger?
You're just fucking sick of it.
Yeah. Katie says, I'm more surprised it wasn't. I wasn't asked to provide a photo for that one.
Was it you, Katie? I mean, if it was Katie sticking a tongue through a letterbox, I would have definitely said true.
Hi, Ted.
Tej says, hi, guys. And Susie, you're so funny.
Oh, thanks,
No.
mate. Fuck off,
So
George.
to quote Alex Leam and Lord Sparkles, I was going to quote Alex Leam here. It's hard to wrap your head round it.
Oh no.
So, right, who shall we go to next? I think I'm going to go to George next. Shall we see your picture, George?
Yeah, bring it.
Rare lobsters found in Macro in Leicester. 2 rare bright orange lobsters were rescued from a display in the Macro cash and carry store where they were for sale. The lobsters were spotted by a shopper who alerted staff to how rare they were.
This, on an unrelated note, I'm looking forward to my next project with Ben Holmes. Susan's face.
Are you going to cook him?
No, we're going to be dressed as that.
Like, as soon as the lobsters came on screen, I just thought that Simpsons episode with Pinchy.
I'm thinking, oh god, Roger's got crabs.
So, George, 2 rare bright orange lobsters were rescued from a display in Leicester's Macro cash and carry.
Oh, I think you
Fact
may have
fiction?
put it up here. In the bottom corner, it says Birmingham. This was a true story. There would be a photo of them. So I'm going to say fake.
Are lobsters
say
only
fake?
red when they're cooked?
Shall we see whether George is right?
Bollocks.
It's a fact. They were rescued and they were taken to the National Sea Life, wherever it is in Birmingham.
Oh, that's nice. That is. I've been to the Sea Life Centre.
Yeah.
It's lovely.
So they're now residing in the National Sea Life Centre in Birmingham.
I thought
Only
they were-
130 million lobsters share this colour.
I was going to say, because I thought they only turned orange when you boiled them.
Oh God!
Maybe there's the ones that describe the process.
Apparently,
Zombie
a retired fishmonger spotted the lobsters and informed the shop staff, who removed them from the display and arranged for them to be moved to the National Sea Life Centre.
Well done, lobsters. Well done.
Yay.
Being found and rescued.
I bet they were in a pinch.
Oh.
Oh, that was beautiful.
Yeah. The shop was told not to be shellfish and to donate them.
Not a
Right.
pun, but I just noticed they've got a little starfish friend, and that makes me quite happy.
I don't get that.
Oh, we've got some comments on this story. So, why they're rare? They're undercooked.
That was beautiful.
So, the National Sea Life Centre enjoyed them with a nice glass of chablis. Okay, so this leaves
Don't
me.
listen to them, lobsters. Don't listen to them.
This leaves me now with Ishi.
Come on, Ishi.
Starfish of the week.
Are robotic lawnmowers killing hedgehogs? The British Hedgehog Preservation Society has sponsored research to find out if robotic lawnmowers are a threat to the hedgehog population. The study will look at the effects of collisions between robotic lawnmowers and hedgehogs.
Oh my
This
goodness.
reboot of Robot Wars looks shit.
Can you imagine if one got run over though? It'd be like a bomb. That would be like dangerous, like spines going everywhere.
Especially if he's sunbathing nude at the time.
Oh,
I think
tiny
that
prick.
if that's
Hey.
to scale, if that's to scale, the hedgehogs don't really have anything to worry about because they can probably do a better job at like killing the robotic lawnmowers off. You know, because and I think the hedgehogs are pretty smart. They won't like hang around and
Well, they're
pretend to be
nocturnal,
rough.
aren't they? They're nocturnal, aren't they? Who's
Yes,
the fuck's
they
mowing their
are.
lawnmower at night?
Yes, exactly.
But it's a robotic lawnmower, you see.
Yeah, but then the neighbours would be like, "Oh, I can hear your lawnmower."
Yeah.
That's what they sound like. Every single neighbour ever.
I don't really see the point of this story.
Okay, I think this is fake. I hope it is fake. Anyway.
Right. Show us
Oh,
whether you're right or not.
Oh,
Yeah!
That is awful.
Ishi, just to let you know, no live hedgehogs were harmed during the research.
Oh, thank
During
goodness
the
for that.
research.
Thank goodness for that.
Could you try again?
I wouldn't have been able to sleep otherwise.
Right?
So they used hedgehogs that had been killed by being run over by a car and were dead already.
Oh.
But
Oh.
they did find out that some robotic lawnmowers did nothing more than just bump into them and stop.
Like a rumba, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's like
Other robotic lawnmowers actually did cause serious harm. And the researchers have provided their data back to the lawnmower manufacturers so they can change their designs to make them more hedgehog friendly.
Oh, good.
Good.
I thought you got a photo then.
Good.
My dad put a spade through one once. That was upsetting.
Oh, I bet it was.
It was in a hedge that he was digging
Oh.
up.
Oh, lovely.
A hedge and a hedgehog. I mean,
No, not that
Hedge.
very well.
That
There was
poor bastard.
once a joke about hedgehogs won the Fringe joke of the Edinburgh Fringe.
Of course it did.
And the joke was, I forgot who did the joke, but the joke was, hedgehogs, why can't they share?
Enjoyed that.
So, like I say, definitely not one of mine. I can't remember who did it, but it was an Edinburgh Fringe joke.
Props
It
to
must
whoever
be.
did that. That was ace.
Yeah, there must be a prickly personality, I think.
Hey!
Hey, prickly
Right.
customer.
Hey.
Are you ready? Are you ready for the next round?
No.
No, not yet. Give us 5 minutes.
Rat of the month.
Who the fuck made those donkey noises?
That was Katie, wasn't it? I heard Katie.
Yeah.
Alex did.
Obviously,
No,
Alex
no,
being the
Alex
donkey.
wasn't involved in the donkey noises. Would you like to hear again? See if you can work out who the other voice was.
Yeah.
Rat of the month.
Was it Al?
No,
Was it Dan Live?
it was Dan Lythe.
Hey.
Oh.
Also, what a fucking idiot I am that I went like that to my microphone to hear that when I've got headphones in. Dickhead. What an idiot.
My pride is Suzy Frost for listening to her.
I
So's
second that
mine.
motion. I second
Yeah,
that motion.
well done, Suzy. You win.
Yay!
Next round.
By the way, Katie says you three are useless. Fancy Kettle Roger do the triple.
I like
Thank
Katie.
you. Thank you, Katie.
And, apparently, she didn't mean kettle; she meant letting.
Oh, also correct strokes again.
Yeah.
Oh, it was Dan Antopolsky in 2009. Hedgehogs.
Oh,
Why
well
can't
done.
they share the hedge?
Well done, Dan.
Oh,
That was a
yeah.
banger.
Yes,
So-
well done, Dan, and well done, Denzel, for remembering or Googling.
Yeah, but you probably
Yeah,
could.
probably
Using Google.
Googled it, which I probably should have Googled it before using it on my show. So,
Nah.
oh well, at least I didn't. At least I didn't pretend it was one of mine.
No, we know it wasn't.
Well done,
Roger.
Roger,
That was
well
good joke.
Ooh.
Yeah.
George.
Denzel does say Googling.
Googling.
Yeah, we expected it.
Yeah. Okay, shall we find out who the first Prat of the month is?
Suzy Frost.
It's George!
This is Some Idiots in a Car has nominated by George Coppen. Your 45 seconds starts now.
Yeah, so last Saturday I was out drinking with a few friends in Derby and need to get back because I had a show, which I'll talk about later. And as I was waiting for my taxi, so another taxi went by, and two lads in the back decided to take a picture of me and shout, "Oi, you," and then a rude word. And I was like, okay, here I am having a good day, and you dickheads have just come and ruined it. Like, I've had it all my life, people yelling random shit at me, and to a point with the kids, I get the pointing, I get the laughing if they're little kids. Do not get the photos. Never have, never will. Don't know why they want a photo of me. Like, I don't know if they thought of Peter Dinklage, or see me up somewhere, other things. Like, I don't know, but yeah, and I thought, you absolute wankers.
I suggested a solution to that, didn't I?
Yeah, you suggested throw a brick at them.
Brick.
But I don't want to hurt the poor taxi driver's taxi.
Was it a taxi? Oh.
Yeah.
Well, you know, don't be associating with arseholes.
Yeah.
Do you carry
them out.
bricks? Do you carry bricks around with you then, Susie?
Yeah,
Wherever
I'm very
of course
strong.
she does. In case she runs into Greg.
I haven't actually met Susie yet properly in the flesh. This is going to be
lucky thing.
She just carries bricks around with her like a wall. She's got a wall.
My tits are that big that my bra can genuinely fit, like, you know, like a small dry stone wall. That's what fits in there.
Roger,
Just
you
filling
think
up
this for Prat of the month? That's sizest. Just gonna put that out there.
Well, I was going to say, George, did you shout after him? Yo, look me in the eye when you say that.
Pick on someone your own size.
They shout, "Come here!" I already have.
Rude
that's
bastard.
not nice.
Absolute dickhead.
Nice. Oh, sorry that happened to you, George.
Was it you
That's
then,
not
Ishi?
nice. Pardon?
She was driving.
Yeah, she
Come on, lads, I know where he is.
Yeah.
Cheers to my daughter for fetching me beer from the fridge.
Oh, legend.
I'll have one, cheers.
Aww.
If your daughter's watching.
Oh.
You two having one?
Yeah. Wine, please.
So, anyway, shall I see who the second Prat of the month is?
Okay. Oh, yeah.
This is Bill Gates, as nominated by Ishi Khan.
Okay.
Your 45 seconds starts now.
Oh, okay. So for this report, we're going to go to our reporter in the field. Come on, reporter number one. Oh, yes. We have found out the real reason that Bill Gates stepped down from Microsoft in 2008. The investigation suggests that in light of his connection with Epstein, we now understand his need to name the company Microsoft. This also explains why he insisted and pushed on buying stakes in the Pfizer to get a discount on Viagra. So our thoughts and prayers are with Bill Gates, who is now worrying about the largest ever divorce bill. Bill by name and Bill by nature. But Bill, do you have something to say about this? Oh, we can't hear Bill's side of the story.
Are you sure that's Bill? Because it looks like someone's melted Danny DeVito.
It looked like he's looking at the logo and crying.
Please leave me alone.
I want to be on the show.
So, Ishi, let me get this right. You're blaming Bill's marriage breakdown on him being Microsoft.
Yes.
/ melted Danny DeVito.
yes. Everything is because he calls his company Microsoft, which is what he really is. You know, that's why he tried to put a barrier to getting the vaccines out to everybody as well, you know, because, you know, he's Microsoft. But,
So let's introduce our third Prat of the Month. This is Luz Elizabeth Ray, as nominated by Suzy Frost. Your 45 seconds starts now.
This fucking prick. Like, she... as someone who has worked at a zoo and knows like the intricate diets of the animals that live in the zoo because they try and keep it as natural as possible, and as someone who has had monkey shit in her hair and knows how fucking bad it smells, this dick decided to wade into a spider monkey enclosure to feed the spider monkeys flaming hot Cheetos. Like, that's not natural. It's like the farthest way of from natural that you can get flaming hot Cheetos. It's not even a natural flavor. It's disgusting. Like, can you imagine the explosive shit up the walls that the poor zookeepers had to deal with? But the joke's on her because she got fucking fired.
oh my god.
The poor monkeys.
Yeah.
They were terrified as well.
But by the way, Katie says melted Danny DeVito is how I'm going to insult anyone from now on.
Brilliant. You're welcome, Katie.
We're going to look back at all the group chats and that's going to be all our names now.
Melted Danny DeVito.
Yeah.
So,
just change Greg's. Just change Greg's with no context because he's obviously not watching.
Okay, so I've got some idiots in a car. I've got Bill Gates.
Melted
and
Danny
I've
DeVito.
got Luz Elizabeth Ray.
This really tells a story, doesn't it? These three pictures.
It does.
Well,
Roger, you're popular. Jesus.
Right. So, I mean, this is quite difficult. Bill Gates, I'm not going to call a Prat of the Month. Right. Sorry, Ishi. He's one of the richest people on the planet. He gives away millions to help people less fortunate than himself, because that's one reason why I backed away from Microsoft, was to start spending his fortune. He's supported a lot of good things around the world, and he can afford to get divorced, unlike a lot of people. So I don't really think he's a prat. I don't know about his manhood. He might be Microsoft. Who knows? So, but you know, I don't know enough about it. So sorry, Ishi, I'm going to discount Bill Gates. So it comes down some idiots in a car and Luz Elizabeth Ray. Now,
I've got a feeling I know what's coming.
If she'd been throwing flaming hot Cheetos at George, I'd probably say yes, she was the Prat of the Month.
No,
I'd knight her. Like, that's free snacks. His bowels can take flaming hot Cheetos. Spider monkeys can't. They'll just diarrhea everywhere.
Yeah.
It's a spin-off from Hungry Hippos, Hungry Dwarfs.
I think she's been very silly, but I've got to say, the idiots in the car hurling abuse at George have got to be the Prats of the Month, because I know George is a lovely guy. Shall I mute his headphones so he can't hear this, because I'm paying him far too many compliments here.
Yeah, kick him out. Kick him out.
I'm going to say the Prat of the Month is the idiots in the car.
What about the honourable mention, Roger? The Prat.
I agree.
We all know about the honourable mention, don't we?
What's the honourable mention?
It's easy knows, don't you? You.
Go on, George.
Me for posting in the wrong chat group.
What did you do yesterday, Roger?
No, I can't remember. That was yesterday. I've slept since then.
The pasta.
Oh,
Pasta.
Yeah, I
10-kilogram bag of pasta that you ordered as your poor child.
It didn't look that big in the picture on the online shopping.
Of course it's not. It's on a tiny screen.
So, Denzel says Bill Gates would be able to persuade Zuckerberg to get me out of Facebook jail.
That's why he's not dead. Yeah.
And Lord Sparkle says, even a discount Bill Gates is still far too rich for me to buy. So,
I get it. You're all Bill Gates fans. No, I get it. Let's just wait for the truth to unfold, and we'll see who's right here.
I didn't even know what the fuck he looked like until he put that monstrosity on the screen. I wouldn't know if it would bit me on the arse. Melted Danny DeVito.
All right, let's get on with the show because we've got a few other stories to cover. So if I can select the right video.
The good, the bad, and the utterly stupid.
This is a roundup of the stories from the last month. I'm just going to check viewers' comments. Now, we haven't got any other stories suggested by the viewers yet. If you do want to suggest a story for our panelists to discuss, by all means, stick it in the comments. I have pre-selected some stories already, so let's move to the first one. This is the... Well, actually, I'll get Suzy to introduce this because this was Suzy's suggestion.
This child is my absolute hero. Like, as I said yesterday, I had to double check that I hadn't accidentally birthed a child because this is 100% something that my spawn would do. So, was she 3 years old? She was 3 years old, wasn't she? Yeah. Okay.
It gives it away in the photo.
I have dyscalculia.
It's one number in a photo.
Did you not watch Sesame Street?
No.
Fiona is 3.
So this fantastic bitch decided, like, when the grandma was like, "What cake would you like, darling?" She decided the death scene in Lion King, and her reasoning was because then everybody else will be too sad to eat cake, so then I get all the cake. She's a genius. She's a genius child, and she needs to be protected at all costs and given all the cake.
Oh my God, she's destined for government.
She's the next Margaret Thatcher.
I mean, the interesting thing, she also asked for the writing on the cake to be in the same colour as blood. It's no wonder that lion died if it was shitting blood like that.
It's very artistic.
His dying effort was to shit Leona a birthday message. Like,
oh, look how sad he looks.
He's dead.
And they've got like poor Simba at the top. Oh, poor Simba at the top. And they've even got like little rocks and things.
Also, have you seen the attention to detail? Because there's like scratch marks on the cake.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
To make it like a rock, isn't it? It's like the because
he's like hanging onto the edge, isn't he? And then Scar just fucking shoves him off. Like, kudos to the cake maker, because wow, you really got all the gory details in there.
I love that grandma didn't question it. Went, yeah, sure, why not?
Yeah,
like that's normal for this kid.
She's probably used to it. Like last week, it was
need to keep an eye on that kid.
Sociopath in the making.
Yeah, it just looks like the cake's about to fall off in the middle picture, which would be ironic.
On her second birthday, she asked for a picture of the death scene in Green Mile. She's psychotic.
You know when she's got the next birthday, the death scene in Up.
Wow.
So, shall we move on to the next story?
Yeah. I want cake now.
Car snobbery on an island. In Shanklin, the Isle of Wight, a woman found a note on her Skoda asking her not to park it in the street as she was bringing the area down. The car had been parked on Little Stairs Road. Her name was Julia, and she said, because my car isn't a show-off Range Rover or some other 4x4, but popping the kids to and from school, someone's had a go at me. She returned to her car to find a note on her windscreen. Would you like to see the rest of the note?
Yes.
Yeah. Was it a Skoda? I drive a
Yeah.
Skoda. What's wrong with a Skoda?
Nothing's wrong with
So-
Skoda. Skoda's VW.
So this was the full note. I hope you don't mind, but would you kindly not park your vehicle on this road, please? This is a nice, respectable road, and it now looks like Beirut. We don't drive such vehicles, so perhaps you could, in future, park it somewhere more appropriate, like the dump.
Wow.
Thanks, the Little Stairs Road Management.
Oh
What
my
a bunch
god.
of pricks.
I
I thought
know.
Skoda was a nice, like, I know nothing about cars, but I thought, like, my granddad gave me that car, and my granddad knows cars, so I assume it's a good car. What's wrong with a Skoda?
It's
Does your granddad live on the Isle of Wight?
No.
Or the Isle of Man, wherever this is?
He lives indoor.
no,
He has
Why
now
do
got
you
dementia, so
He
you
don't go
know, like,
outside
it could be
then.
questionable one of his choices now.
Yeah, you
Why
don't,
can
you don't
you
go
not
outside then if he lives
I saw this
indoors.
story.
what would be a good idea now, Susie, is for you to go over there and show her what Beirut really looks like in her front room. This is what Beirut really looks like.
Just drive my Skoda through a window.
Again.
Say that, bitch.
No idea.
Right. Do you
It's
want to
so
play?
horrible.
In one of her responses to this, do you want to play Spot the Starred Out Words? I'll read the sentence to you.
Oh.
Yeah.
Right. Can all my island friends with slightly rougher but much loved looking vehicles pop over to Little Stairs Road in Shanklin and give these T***S a taste of what Beirut might look like? What do you think that word is?
Twats.
Tossers.
Tits.
Three very, very suitable suggestions.
Twat.
So,
Silly Billy.
I love sauce.
Begins with a T, George.
Yeah, okay. Silly Billy.
Twilly Billy.
Yeah, Twilly Billy. You Twilly Billy.
okay. I mean, I've got to say, there's been some great stories this month, and the next one I
Wait,
do
what was
like
it?
as well.
What was the word?
What?
Did I get it right?
Well, I don't know. It's
Oh.
what appeared in the local
I was expecting
newspaper.
an accident. It led us on. I thought you were going to say, oh, this is it.
Has that really wound you up, George?
Yes.
Yeah, because you said it was a game, implying that there'd be an answer.
Yeah.
Well, I don't give out points on this show because points mean
Sod
sod off.
Oh!
I'm still annoyed.
It's an annoyed dwarf, not a bored dwarf.
Boardwalk.
Under the boardwalk.
Boardwalk. Suzy Frost for Eurovision.
Ishy wishy.
Itchy witchy.
Let's-
Itchy
Ishy wishy, let's get busy.
Let's move to the next story.
Oh.
This is drone versus volcano.
Oh.
A drone trying to
My
film.
money's on the volcano.
A drone
Come on,
trying to
bro.
film.
Come on.
A drone trying to film the erupting, and this is an Icelandic volcano, so I apologise for this. I'm just going to go for it.
Oh, go on.
Fagradalsfjall volcano
Ooh.
has crashed into a lava spew. YouTuber Joey Helms wanted a close-up view of the spectacle, but the flight didn't go quite to plan.
That's nice.
Would you like to see the video?
Yes.
Are you sure you're
Yeah.
going to show us this time? You're not going to tease us. You're
But
gonna actually show us.
I think George got it wrong before because this next series of Robot Wars looks sick.
Here's
Here
the
we
next
go. Here we go.
film.
Oh God.
Oh, fucking idiot.
Whoa.
Excellent. Well done, Volcano.
An idiot. If anybody who's on the next episode is watching, there's your prat of the month.
Yeah.
What do you think would happen? Like,
Yeah, I know.
really?
I know.
Yeah, it's one of those where you think, you total and utter idiot.
Yeah.
They're not cheap as well, them drones.
Yeah, but
Especially when
not
you've got a
expensive.
decent camera suspended from it, and that was a decent camera he's using there. That was 4K footage, I reckon.
More money than sense.
Yeah, Suzy, volcanoes are expensive these days. They don't want to go around breaking them.
Aww. But I want to smash.
Ask Joe.
Snow.
Oh, we've had some comments on the singing, by the way.
Oh, hey! Thanks.
So
Big tits means big lungs.
Can confirm.
So I always have a lot of big tits on this show.
Oh, Roger, you really shouldn't refer to yourself
I
that
know.
way.
Hey, we're all thinking it. Ishi said it.
Yeah.
I was referring to George.
Yeah.
So, anyway, this was YouTuber Joey Helms who managed to destroy his drone, his camera, and probably his bank balance by trying to photograph a volcano.
Well done, Joey. Well
So,
done, volcano!
Was he in the 30 days money back guarantee? Was he in the first 30 days of it? Could he get his money back? It could be
a volcano damage.
What happened? I put it into a volcano. Do you want it? No, we're good. You keep it.
Shit out.
Yeah.
Can you imagine if he did actually have insurance? Would it have covered him for being so stupid?
Oh.
There's when I go, can you send us a photo of the damage? No.
Yeah.
Just take a picture of the volcano.
Yeah.
I can send you the video.
Yeah, send a picture of where it is. It's not exactly pinpoint.
I didn't try and retrieve it.
Yeah.
Is it still? I now have no arms.
I put some ice on it, but I didn't cool it down at all.
Oh
So
dear.
let's see what else I've got lined up.
Okay.
This is Derbyshire police who told parents of children to clean up the trail of wanton destruction from an outdoor party held. The force said the group of teenagers had gathered on the grounds of Hilton Harriers Football Club without permission and left rubbish scattered across the fields. And as well as rubbish, there was bottles, cans, rubbish, and sick.
Oh.
I mean, it's
The
a
police-
football club. They should be used to that anyway.
Yeah.
That's just a standard match day, isn't it?
Yeah. That's warm up.
The police turned up and several of the youths ran off, but some of them didn't. And their parents came to pick them up at the end of the night to find the police handing them bin bags and telling them and their children to clean the shit up that they'd left.
Yeah, fair. Yeah.
Good.
So,
Why
Play shit
the parents? Well, I didn't
Play shit
agree.
games, win shit prizes. Sorry.
Yeah.
Fuck off.
I
It's
agree.
almost like old-fashioned policing. I mean, back in the day, the police would have actually forced you to clean up and that kind of thing if you're doing something stupid like that. So it's good to see. They're probably doing more good than actually just telling them off.
Yeah, definitely.
Is that when they put the bottles afterwards? They thought, yeah, we'll clean it up, put them on your car, we'll go off. Yeah.
And then we'll
I mean,
play pepper stone at it and see who
Yeah. Police beer pong.
Yeah.
Lord
It's
Sparkles
garbage.
lives there.
Oh,
You live at the football club, do you,
Oh,
Lord
It was his
Sparkles?
party.
he did it. He
Yeah.
did it. And then he blamed the kids. That's what he did.
It's just a one-man
Full
party.
of kumquats. Those bags are full of oranges and kumquats and balloons.
Was it really you, Lord Sparkles? You can tell us. We won't tell anyone. It was.
Snitches
I
get
cannot
stitches.
confirm nor deny if I was there and I hid in a bush.
Was it a hedge with a hedgehog?
Yeah. Kick me out.
Hogging the
Selfish
hedge.
bastard. Yeah. Complete with him.
Anyway, that's the last of my stories for that round.
Oh.
Shall we move on to the next round?
Yeah.
Go on then.
I predict a riot!
Are you enjoying all these voices, Susie?
I am. I do want to know where they were recorded, though, because my one that I recorded for George was recorded in a very special place that's very dear to me.
Well, you'll have to ask the people. So You could ask Ishi where her faking it was recorded.
I don't think I want to know that.
Were you on Wish, Ishi?
By the way, look.
No.
That's the name of Lord Sparkle's first porno, the Shaggy Defence.
Ishi, were you using one of your wish items, which I believe was shaped like a cucumber?
No wish item. I just have a basket full that's a digital basket. No wish items. None. Nada.
Lies. Lies.
If you order and receive them, are they still a wish item, or do they remain wish items while they're still in your basket because you're wishing that you've got them? Then when you receive them, it's not a wish anymore.
No, they're like Schrodinger's cat.
So it's a wish
Right.
list.
Yeah.
When you see the items originally, they could be that item, or they could be smaller, they could be larger, or they could be something totally different. It's like Schrodinger's cat. It's only the act of ordering them and receiving them that they actually become what they should be.
Oh.
Yeah, I think
dangerous
that kind of
game.
makes sense. It's like I'm a human. I'm a human off Wish. I'm smaller than you expected.
Hang on a minute. Are you telling me then, Roger, that they're all inflatables?
No. What I'm saying is,
like when I actually order them, and then I'll have to blow them, and then they'll become the item.
Whoa!
Whoa!
Well, happy Friday, everyone.
I think this is a conversation you need to be having with George on his show.
Suzy, you're up.
Don't shovel your filth into George.
Yeah. I have a clean show, thank you very much.
Oh, George, your nose is
sorry.
great.
Oh, suddenly got the sneeze.
Oh yeah.
Anyway, if you haven't forgot, we're actually doing a round here called I Predict a Ride. This is where I'm going to ask each of you to provide a prediction.
Oh, okay.
We'll go to George first for a prediction.
Well, I'm actually really close to getting one right because I predicted lockdown would ease on the 21st of whenever. And I want to be a soothsayer. I want that. My next prediction, because Harry and Oprah have been doing a lot of shows together, so it's going to emerge that they've been having an affair.
Oh.
Oh.
Harry and Oprah are shagging.
No way.
Or like his wife having Oprah into it.
Yeah, or they have a threesome.
Oh. An Oprah sandwich.
Sofa meets Crown.
Who shall go to next? Suzy, have you got a prediction for me?
I think that the Gary variant is going to come. And there is genuinely going to be a variant which will come from people going back to football matches. Because have you seen the fucking Muppets that attend football matches? Jesus Christ. Absolute knobheads.
Yeah, Ben Holmes.
Yeah, Ben. God. You disease-riddled little...
Oddly enough, Michael Gove went to a football match and he's now having to... well, actually, Michael Gove isn't having to isolate, right?
Oh.
He's received a message from the NHS app saying he's been next to somebody with COVID, right? But he's now on the pilot scheme where he takes a test every day and he's allowed to go about his normal business.
It's because only humans get COVID and he's not a human.
Oh, is that most of the cabinet have already had COVID and therefore they think he can't infect them anymore?
When they say they've had COVID, I'd say only humans can get it. Creatures and animal monsters can't. So I think they all lied.
Is it not a zoonotic disease? It can be passed through people with different genuses.
or is it because he's such an obnoxious little shit that nobody will go near him?
Yes. Not
and no one will miss him if he's dead.
That's probably right. Yeah. I like your prediction there, Suzy. Yeah, totally get that with the football.
If it's a Gary variant, will it taste of crisps?
The Lineker variant.
The cheese and onion variant.
That's brilliant. That would be Lambda. Ta-da!
Yeah, one of the symptoms of that is that they taste like ready salted when no matter what flavour they are.
Yeah.
Instead of getting no
Ishi.
taste at all.
Yeah.
You get Worcester sauce.
Yes.
Oh.
Do you know every
Have you?
time I say Miss Khan's name, my digital virtual assistant keeps piping up, wanting to know what I'm wanting.
Oh, I heard it earlier.
Ooh.
What's she called?
Okay.
Have you called her
Shit,
Ishi?
apparently.
No. She's called the SIRI.
Siri.
Siri,
So
Siri.
take your headphones out, Roger.
yeah, you have to have a man's voice. So if I say
Oh.
Oh,
Ishi,
fuck you!
so it hasn't done it this time. It's like a performing pet. You know, it won't do it if you wanted to.
You knobhead.
Wow.
Hey Siri, play Under the Boardwalk.
I think we're all being very silly now.
Oh.
Ishi, can I have a prediction?
Oh gosh, I think this will be a wish, really. That Michael Gove does the same walk that Dominic Cummings did and leaves somehow with a box.
Oh shit!
It's on his memory.
What's in the box?
What's in the box? All
Still
the
on that
dirt. All the dirt on everyone.
There's all the knives that he stabbed people in the back with.
Oh, satirical.
Thank you. I do my best.
Right. So,
I like that prediction, and I hope that comes true.
Yes.
It's
more of a wish, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah, don't type that in on Wish Ishi.
What, Michael Gove?
Yeah, oh god.
Yeah.
Oh.
Speak it to the moon, Ishi. Next time you're conversing with the moon, that should be your wish to the man in the moon. Or woman in the moon.
Yes.
Because
or monkey. He's a chilling. He's eating flaming hot Cheetos on the moon. That's what happened. They had the Cheetos, they farted, it was so strong it went on the moon. There was now a monkey on the moon.
Just jet propelled itself to the moon.
Go from
this is what happens when you give a dwarf sherbet.
Oh, is it? Siri, play the birdie song.
Yay!
Anyway,
can't do it in a chair.
It's time. It's time. I'm afraid. It's time. I'm afraid for our final round.
Oh.
Put up, logging it.
This is where I'm going to ask each of my guests to plug whatever they want to plug. So we'll go to Ishi first.
Okay. Yes. So Ram Comedy Festival is still on, and tomorrow night I'm on Fun Night, which is Georgia's awesome night. Sunday night sounds proper comedy, and just follow me on here and you'll see. And then I'm at Brighton Fringe again.
Yay!
Yay! So come down if you're in Brighton, and yeah, there's loads of stuff going on at the moment actually. So yeah. Cool. Oh, I'm doing my first ever American gig on the 18th of June. Yes.
Ooh.
You're not allowed to travel.
No, it's going to be Zoom.
I think you should contact Zoom so that you could do this jingle for their advert.
That would be fun.
Just send them a video of you doing that with absolutely no context.
Yeah, good, Lord Sparkles.
I think Lord Sparkles is telling me off.
Is he?
Dan says he needs to see George's birdie dance.
Yeah.
Did you say Dan?
Denzel, sorry.
Denzel.
That's not that.
No, that's not Dan.
That's not
It depends what chat group you're on.
Yeah. Hi, Dan.
And Katie says, I spied a teapot bag.
Yeah.
No, it's a treadmill.
Oh, what?
Katie made me a teapot bag because she's the best.
Oh,
And it comes everywhere with me now. It's adorable.
Let's have a look.
All right, let's ask Suzy if she wants to plug anything, and
My
hopefully,
teapot bag.
while you're plugging things, George won't belch half the way through it.
Yeah, don't.
Belch. I haven't burped. Burp, that wasn't me. It was you.
It might have been me, actually.
It sounded very masculine.
Yeah.
Oh, cheers, mate. You bastard. I feel like Greg getting roasted.
How does it feel?
Horrible. Let's bring Greg back. I've never thought I'd say that.
oh.
Oh, yeah, plugging. Right, okay.
Yeah, belching.
Plugging and belching.
Oh,
So
hang
I
on.
am.
I've had a comment from Denzel. Just I know Dan Live and I swap names, but really, well, Denzel, you should know I'm brilliant with names. I'm absolutely superb with names, so it shouldn't come as a surprise. Sorry, Suzy, if you want to carry on.
That's fine. So I am also on Fun Night tomorrow, which is I'm very much looking forward to. Next week, I'm also doing Brighton Fringe, doing a little showcase down at Brighton Fringe at the Caxton Arms. You can get your tickets for that on Eventbrite, I think it is. The link's on my Facebook page, Suzy Froster's Comedy. It's on the 11th and 12th. And then the week after that, I'm at Lafayette in Manchester, which is excellent. Very excited for that. And then there's a bit of a drought. So if you want to book me, then Suzy Froster's Comedy on Facebook and at Mad Teapot Lady on Twitter and Instagram, where I am occasionally funny.
Okay. Thank you very much. And George, would you like to plug anything?
Suzy, where's your voiceover? Me, Ishi had one, Katie had one.
I know, innit?
You're not good enough.
No, apparently not.
Yeah, I've said a lot.
It's because he got literal wind of where I record my voiceovers.
On the toilet.
He wasn't prepared to edit out the sploosh.
Yeah, sploosh was too big. I had to cut it down a bit.
It was a fucking like King Kong's finger.
Where are we holding the microphone, George?
I wasn't recording her. She recorded herself.
Just a boom mic coming through the window.
Can we do that again? I didn't quite get enough on the sploosh. If you can just angle it, please, Suzy. 3, 2. Sorry, so you're gonna have to wait for the toilet. We're just recording somewhere. And action. Perfect. Right, that's a wrap for today.
I've had a Chinese tonight, so it's not going to be pretty tomorrow.
Yeah.
Oh,
this will probably not mean a lot to our viewers, but I'm sure it'll mean a lot to some of us. I'm not going to explain it either.
Thank you, Nanny. All
right.
Thanks,
George. You're plugging.
Yes, so as we've heard twice, I have a show every Saturday called Fun Night. I'm very surprised Roger hadn't had a go at me for having 2 of his guests on tomorrow night, because probably just couldn't wear his shirt. But yeah, every Friday, 9 o'clock, I take Ben Holmes when he can be bothered to show up and not working, and other people from the world of other people from entertainment. And tomorrow we've got Ishi, Suzy, and Lord Sparkles, who has been commenting. And if you haven't seen it before, go and watch last week's. It got weird. It got crazy. We are half an hour over the time that we should have been. So, and I'm half expecting tomorrow night to be equally as crazy. Yeah. We've got these 2 in Lord Sparkles. So, sorry, yeah, that can be found on my Facebook, George Coppen, actor and comedian, and YouTube, George Coppen.
Yeah. By the way, I will often be seen modelling a Rogers Blue Suede News T-shirt, but I put it in the wash and it shrank.
Hang on. If I put my head high enough.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And now the face merge.
I hope somebody got a picture of that for the group chat.
I can always take a screenshot later. Anyway, as you saw, George very
Roger's Blue
simply
Suede
modelling
News.
the T-shirt. You can also have a face mask, a bag, stickers, mugs, socks, and hoodies. And if you follow the link that's in the chat comments at the start, you'll find a link for both the merch stall and also the Buy Me a Coffee. If you've enjoyed the show, why not treat us all to a coffee? They're only £2 each. Any coffees purchased, I will distribute evenly amongst my guests. And hopefully you've enjoyed the show. So there's the link. If you want to find that link again, it is in the comments.
I genuinely thought the top left one was budgie smugglers.
No, it's a mask.
Yeah, I mean, you can wear it as budgie smugglers. No one says you can't.
What am I going to attach it to? Like my muffin top? That's not going to work. And then my arms will be out.
Just put your legs through them. Attach one to your arm.
So, love the face merge ref Suzy.
Yeah.
So, there you go. All right. I should say some of the things I'm doing over the next few weeks. I've got a lot of things coming up, so watch my Facebook page. I will be making some announcements. Big news is I've got a comedy show happening in Otley, which will be announced soon, but involves PK Malley. So watch my Facebook page for that to be announced. I've also doing my Rogers Music is the Food of Love Brighton preview show on the 12th of June at the Hollybush Arts Centre in Cradley Heath. It'll be featuring Alex Leam, Ishi Khan, Al Grant, and Big D Archer.
Yay!
And then on the 21st of June, I'm down at the Brighton Fringe doing my Rogers Music is a Food of Love show. And I'm fully aware that Alex Leam and Ishi Khan will be on that show. And I'm sure as well as other couple of faces that we know.
Yay! That's exciting. I can't wait for that.
Thank you very much.
Very jealous.
And I've got several other comedy nights and comedy shows lined up, which I'll be announcing on my Facebook page, which is the Roger Poulter. And of course, you can follow my videos on I Can See the Stage From Here on YouTube.
And Facebook.
So,
I'm not very happy about Facebook right now.
Denzel, do you mean the Bush or Brighton? If you mean Brighton, you might not be in the audience.
Oh.
So, anyway, I'll talk to Denzel at some point in the future. So we'll have a conversation, Denzel, at some point. Anyway, that's the end of the show. I'd like to thank my guests who have been wonderful tonight. I'd like to thank Ishi Khan, Suzy Frost, and under the board dwarf, George Coppen.
Excuse me, can you use my full name, please?
Yeah.
Oh, Suzy Frost for Eurovision. Sorry, hashtag Suzy Frost for Eurovision.
Hashtag. Yeah. It took me ages to get that bloody hashtag because I've got an Apple keyboard and I don't know how it works.
Denzel says, I'm not standing outside the venue. It might be cold. No, you'll be in the venue.
It'll still be cold. Thank you,
Bloodbox says, well done. Denzel says, great show. Thank you very much. And thank you to my guests. There's only one thing to do, and that's run the closing titles.
Bye.
Bye.